Sharp.
Yes. Almost like what? What is this sharp thing?
Like knives or needles.
Yes, knives and needles. Yes. So focus on these knives and needles inside. And I'm going to count from 1 to 5 with each number. I want you to intensify the feeling of these knives and needles. And then tell me where you are. 1, beginning to feel the sharpness. 2, making it even stronger. 3, 4, it's almost as if you were aware. 5, where are you when you feel?
Water.
I'm in the water. Yes, continue.
A river.
Yes. What's happening in that river?
It's turbulent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm struggling for air, struggling for breath.
Yes. Yes. And this body that's struggling for breath, is it male or female?
It's female.
Yes. Is it the body you have now, or is it a
It
different
is.
body?
It is my body now. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Continue. How old are you there?
It looks like I'm just like I am right now, but I
Mhm.
can't even see my hairstyle, which I hate.
Yes.
And I'm like throwing my arms up
Yes.
and just
Continue.
struggling for air. I just can't get air and I can't get above water.
Mm-hmm. Continue. What happens next?
I see myself starting to sink.
Yes.
Struggling for air and just trying to, I want to give up.
Yes. Yes. What happens next? Yes. Continue.
The vision doesn't seem to, I don't see anything else. I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And what's the most difficult part of being in this situation of having to struggle for air?
Because I can't decide if I want to give up or fight.
So listen carefully. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you're going to go to the origin of all of this thrashing around. When all of this has begun. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you? Yes.
Nothing's coming to mind. It's just.
Mm-hmm. I don't want you to use your mind. I want you to use your feelings and emotions. Follow the feelings of this shame, for having shame, this sorrow, this guilt. I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, go to the origin of where this begins. 1, 2, and 3. What is this memory?
I'm a female and I feel like I'm very poor.
Yes.
I have a scarf on my head, maybe something that in the 1800s, maybe people used to wear, like if they're doing chores,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
a long dress.
Yes.
I'm just walking. It looks like I'm carrying a basket and I'm walking down a path.
Mm-hmm. Yes, continue. What happens next?
Just walking and looks like I'm pretty calm and maybe waiting for someone, maybe a friend or a sister, maybe to come to meet me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, continue.
And then it looks like she joins me. And I think her name is Sarah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She joins me and we continue to walk down this path. I think we're maybe going to the market or something. To town comes to mind, like going to town.
Yes, continue. What happens next?
It's like a market, like an outdoor market. And looks like we're maybe shopping for, for food or something.
Yes.
And so when I think of what comes to mind, I think of like infestation, or like maybe we pick something up at this market like fleas, or something negative is found at this market.
Yes. 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 Continue. What happens next?
I think I get infected with something.
Mm-hmm.
I think I get infected with leprosy, fleas, or parasites, or something that affects my skin and my hair, my head.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Continue. What happens next? Notice what you're feeling.
Embarrassment.
Mm-hmm.
Just people, they're not wanting to even, it's like I have a plague, and no one will speak to me, and no one will give me food, and they just don't want to get what I have. And I understand why, but it's very, so whoever was that Sarah was with me, she didn't get it, and she was with me,
Yes.
but I only got it. So it's like they don't believe me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they think I have, like, I know that I got it from that market, but they don't believe that I got it there, and they think that there's something wrong with me.
Yeah. So what happens?
I think I end up taking my own life.
Notice how you do that.
The knife.
Mm-hmm.
I think I slit my throat, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. I don't know. Oh,
So what's been the most traumatic part of this life?
I think I was supposed to marry somebody.
Mm-hmm. What's the most traumatic part of it?
My looks and the shame, embarrassment. But most of all, it's the shunning, how everyone shunned me and left me alone.
I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And this time you're going to go back to when all of this begins. But this time you're going to allow yourself to experience everything profoundly and deeply with details. Allow yourself to feel everything. 1, 2, and 3. How does this all begin?
I'm going to get married to a man that I haven't met him yet. I've only met him once, but he's higher social class than I am, and it was a good match, and my whole family's excited, and I'm so excited because I feel like it's my chance to get out of this poverty and make something of myself.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm just floating on air, and I can't believe how lucky I am to have this opportunity. And he's so handsome, and I just can't wait.
Yes. Continue.
And so I am vain. I am pretty, and I think that's why, probably the only reason that he agreed to marry me, because there is no betrothal, or there's no, my family doesn't have anything to give for my hand. So
Yes.
I I think I depend on my looks a lot.
Yes.
But I'm so excited. And again, I know I feel like I love him, although I don't know him yet.
Yes.
So everyone's preparing. We're all preparing for this wedding that's coming. It's coming in, I think, maybe 2 weeks comes to mind. And for 2 months, 2 something. And I have sisters, and my closest sister is Sarah, and she's like my maid of honor, and she's helping me with most of the planning. And I don't know if my mother is gone, or I think she died. I don't think I have a mom. I think it's just my dad, and she's helping me plan. My sister is. And we're going to the market, and we're going to go get some, things to make some of the, we're planning ahead for the ceremony. So we're making some things, and we need some groceries, or, fruit or whatever for some of the dishes. So we're going to the marketplace, and I was waiting for her on our path, and she was meeting me, and I see her, and she's coming down the path, and we're kind of skipping and just, laughing and joking, and we're just having a good time. And then we go to the market, and I see this old man, and I feel like he's got ulterior motives. I feel like I remember looking at him and he was just like, he had a smirk on his face.
Yes.
And I remember like kind of whispering to Sarah that I didn't want to go to his table or his booth, and we kind of avoided it. But then he came to the next one we went to, and he was making weird, not sexual, but just like, I feel like he doesn't like me.
Yes.
And he's old, and I feel like he smells.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so we just get what we need and we leave
Yes.
and we go back home. And I remember not feeling right away. I knew something had happened. Like I had this pit in my feeling in my stomach that something, like almost like, why did I come here? Like I should have known better. And I'm not sure why I think this, but I have this feeling like something happened.
Yes.
And we get home and some things weren't right. I just didn't feel good. My emotional state, everything. It just, this dark cloud seems to be over me at that point. And we go to bed, and then when I wake up in the morning, I remember not feeling well. I think I woke up in the middle of the night, but I just wasn't feeling well. It just keeps getting worse. And then I got up in the morning and I see red. My whole face is red and I'm swollen. And it looks like, I feel like there's bugs crawling in my hair and on my skin. And
Yes.
I'm itching to the point where I'm bleeding because I'm itching so bad. And I just can't believe this has happened. And this can't happen before my wedding because I can't look terrible for my new husband.
Yes.
And
What happens next?
I just keep thinking it has something to do with this man at the market. And then, then my sister tells Sarah, she tells me that it's just stress and I'm just stressing and just to forget it, but I can't stop itching. And it feels like it's underneath my skin. It feels like it's under, not just like on the top, it's under, like under my skin. Things are crawling.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
Continue.
it hurts. And I don't know how to fix it. And I try everything. And I end up, a week later, here I am. I haven't eaten. I look terrible. I look in the mirror and I'm white and my complexion's white and I have spots that have missing hair on my scalp and I'm red. And it's still itching and I feel like it's driving me insane. Like I feel like I've lost my mind almost at this point. My
Yes.
mind is gone and I don't know how to fix it.
Yes.
And my sister's fine. And now they all think I'm crazy. That's what it is. They think I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They think I'm crazy. And now I'm wondering if they're right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think they're right. And now I think I am crazy.
Yes.
Maybe it is in my head. Maybe I am crazy.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next?
They call off the wedding because it got back to him,
Yes.
my fiance, that I'm crazy and that, and so I didn't even get to hardly talk to him. I didn't even get to do it myself. My sister came in and told me that he's found another.
Yes.
And now now I ruined it. I messed this all up because I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I did this all to myself. Maybe I don't have bugs. Maybe I am just crazy.
Yes. So what happens next?
I think I sleep. I just sleep and sleep and sleep. I think I take things to make me sleep so I don't have to deal with reality.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think I have strong faith. Whatever faith I did have, I want to say maybe, I don't think I was a Christian. And I feel like I feel that the gods wanted this for me, or this is my fate. And I just succeed to it. And I give up. I lose faith and I'm just, yep, I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be a burden to my sister because.
Very good. Yeah. So I'm going to stop you right there and I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll be right at the point where you're considering taking your life. 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3. What's happening?
I'm looking in the mirror.
What do you see in the mirror?
I see just an ugly, ugly woman who used to be pretty and it's just gone. But I feel like my heart, just corruption, turned me ugly.
Yes.
Something in me just doesn't feel like I'm worth it, and I sabotage myself.
Yes.
And I'm ugly, and I have no future because they all think I'm crazy anyway. So I want to start over. I just need to start over. I have to do it. It's too late to turn anything around, and I don't want to be a burden because they're all talking about me. And if my sister wants any chance of having a happy life, she can't have me around to ruin it for her.
Yes. So what do you decide?
I decide to because I have a knife in my hand.
Yes.
And I can't bear to look at it in the mirror because I can't watch myself do that. So I put the
So-
mirror down.
So where are you when you have
I'm-
this knife?
I'm in I don't know, it looks like a small shed, not a teepee, but a very meager little shack or home.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I think I'm the only one there. It's just small, and I put the mirror down. And
Yes.
I'm looking at, well, before I put the mirror down, I saw my hair and I don't have any, and I have sores everywhere. And then I just put the mirror down, and I grab the knife, and I just slit my throat.
And as you're bleeding, what is the last thought that your brain has?
Don't let yourself do this to yourself again.
Say that again.
Don't let yourself do this to you again. You sabotage yourself.
Very good. So where is your soul this whole time?
I think I floated up to the left, and I'm just looking down and shaking my head like, oh gosh, you did this again. What's wrong? What's wrong with you?
Yes. So I want you to go ahead and talk to that woman who has just slit her throat. Your soul is talking to her. What do you say to her?
It's so sad that you don't have any hope or any strength or faith. It's just so sad to me. And what made you feel so empty that you didn't have anything left to give yourself? It's just sad.
Yes. Yes. So I want you to go ahead now. And I want you to talk to all of those that made you feel like you had so much shame. Line them up in front of you, the old man, your sisters, your beloved. Talk to them all. What do you say to them?
I maybe didn't seem to be the most grateful and gracious woman, but I would have done anything for you. And all I just wanted to be loved and just felt needed. And I don't know why you couldn't give me just a little bit of that. But, I understand that this is my fate, but I don't feel it's right you took that from me and just gave up on me.
And give me back all of that energy that you took from me, all of that energy that made me feel crazy. Give it all back to me now. Tell them.
I think, I know you all need to give me my energy back because I put way too much confidence in all of you and didn't get anything back.
Yes, give it to me now.
I deserve that. So give me my energy now. I want it back.
Open your arms and receive it all. And notice where all that energy goes.
In my heart, all into my heart.
Yes.
I can feel it.
Yes, take it all back. And now that you have all of your energy, I want you to go ahead and suture that head once again. I want you to bring that head back. And whether you use your fingers or just bring it back and feel your head once again attached perfectly onto your body. tell me when you're done. Very good.
Yeah.
So now I want you to go ahead and take that soul out of that,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that with the death of that body, that experience is over. With the death of that body, this no longer pertains to any other lifetime that you're living. Get away from that life. It's over. No longer feeling that sadness. No longer feeling crazy. No longer feeling shunned. Retrieve that soul from that experience and leave that behind. And just breathe in the light. What's been the most traumatic part of that lifetime?
Being shunned.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Feeling them accusing me of being crazy and I'm not.
Mm-hmm. And notice now, when you're accused of being crazy and you're shunned,
Mm-hmm.
what are your physical reactions when that happens?
I doubt myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I start to believe what they say and I start doubting. I can't love myself. I get angry.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And spiteful.
Mm-hmm.
I try to justify what I'm doing and not nice things. I think I get so defensive and then I just can't explain it because I would never do that to someone. I get angry and then I get vengeful and it just breeds hatred and I hate it. I don't want to be this person anymore. I'm just creating all this chaos
Mm-hmm. Yes.
to try to mask my pain. I can't seem to get enough love for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I that deep down self-hatred is just, it's creating just ridiculous amount of physical symptoms.
Mm-hmm. And feel these physical symptoms.
They're terrible. You feel
Yes.
terrible.
Yes, notice this physical symptom that you're feeling now.
It's like a whirlwind. It's like my body's on fire. It's like my body is, my cells are generating faster than they should, and it's creating excess of everything, excess fat, excess oils, excess, just anything and everything. It's just on, it's like it's hyperactive and it creates chaos emotionally and chaos in my life, and it creates physical everything that's making me it's making my body wear out.
Yes, so focus on this feeling that your body is on fire. And I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll tell me where you are. 1, focusing on your body. 2, feeling it on fire, feeling it hyperactive and chaotic. 3, make it stronger now, beginning to get the visions of where you are. 4, and 5. Where are you? What's happening?
I think I'm in Egypt.
Take a look at your body. Are you male or female?
I'm a female.
Yes. How old is that body?
24.
And where are you?
I'm in a box. I'm trapped in a small room or a box.
Yes, tell me what's happening in there.
I'm trying. My hands are going like this. Like I don't know what happened, how I got here.
Yes.
Like I just woke up and I'm in this box.
Yes. Continue. What happens next?
I start yelling.
Yes.
Yelling, help me. And I don't recognize the language, but that's what I know I'm saying in my head. And
Yes.
and then it's starting to, like, I'm trying to get my wits about me. What happened? How did I get here?
Yes. Continue. What happens next?
I'm losing air. And I look down and there's scarabs in the box with me. I'm being punished for something.
Yes. And what's happening with these scarabs? What are they doing?
They're getting into my skin. They're
Mm-hmm.
crawling under my skin. They're crawling everywhere. And I start, now I am crazy. I feel like I'm, it's the most fear I think I've ever felt in my life.
Yes. Continue. What happens?
Sheer panic. I start screaming and scratching my nails on I think I'm buried alive. I think someone buried me alive.
Yes, continue. What happens next?
I think I'm stuck here. And I don't know what I'm going to do, because will I be here for months till I die? And I don't know what to do. And I'm like, I feel like I can't breathe.
Yes.
I
Yes.
feel I can't breathe. I feel like I'm just really short of breath, and I can't, my mind can't think. It's just too crazy. I can't even think.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
I die, but I think it's a long, long time till I die. And I think it's the worst death anyone could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Are you there, Alba?
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yep.
All right. Take a deep breath in. That's it. And don't worry if we lose it. We'll be back here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we're talking about this death. What's the
Yes.
most difficult part of being in this situation?
This is torture. This is something, that happens to people that do heinous things. And I know I'm not
Mm-hmm.
perfect. I know I'm not perfect, but why on earth would anyone do this to me?
Right.
I can't even imagine who it would fall. Yeah, I can't imagine who it would be. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's another woman.
Very good. So notice when you feel this torture, what are your physical reactions when you're in this box,
Uh,
knowing
I,
that someone has done this to you? Mm-hmm.
I think I know that I've had struggles, and I think I know that I sound like it's always like poor me,
Mm-hmm.
but I know that I didn't do anything to deserve this. I feel like I'm feeling sorry for myself. It's like this internal dialogue, like, you know, don't be a baby. I don't know if it was, and then, you need to stand up for yourself. And I feel like it's just loss of control. I feel like my life is just in the hands of everyone else that's making decisions for me, because I'm just not strong enough I think I'm a pushover.
Very good. Say that again.
I'm a pushover.
Mm-hmm.
I just let things happen to me instead of
Yes.
taking a stand and saying no.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you're going to go to the origin of when this all began, how you got to be in that box. But this time, you're going to experience everything with detail, profoundly,
Mm-hmm.
allowing your body to feel everything. 1, 2, and 3. How does this all begin?
I think I'm a spoiled brat. I think,
How old are you there?
yeah, I think I'm like 14.
Mm-hmm.
I'm young, and I'm beautiful, and my parents have money. I mean, we're not like pharaohs, but we live in a very nice. I want to say my father's a priest,
Yes.
and I think I have brothers, and I'm the oldest, and again, it's time for me to find a mate, and they've set me up with this man, and I love him. Oh boy, it was we've been sneaking behind our parents' back and meeting up
Mm-hmm.
before our marriage. loves me and I love him, and we think we're soulmates. And yes.
Yes. What happens next?
Before we can get married, I hear rumor that there's another woman, that he has another woman.
Yes.
And I confront him, and he denies, and he says no and no. And then I have a a spy. I mean, it's someone that knows both of them, like his family and mine, and they tell me everything, and they tell me about her, and then I know who she is, and she's known to be I want to say a priestess or a witch. Yeah. And they tell me it's true, and he still denies it, and he lies and lies. And I think she's pregnant. She's pregnant with his baby. She's
Yes.
pregnant, and he doesn't know what to do. And then I think he never tells me. He won't admit it to me. He won't tell me that because his parents would be so disappointed. But everybody knows except the parents
Yes.
that she's pregnant with his baby, and he's still lying to me, and I can't believe it.
What
And
happens
I
next?
think she does something. She curses me. She does something to me, and she curses me, and she takes my whole future away because she wants him. That's what
Yes.
happens.
What
And I
happens
think she
next?
drugs me. I'm drugged, and I wake up in the box. I'm drugged after I
Yes.
confront him, and I wake up in the box. And I think he knew and he was in on it.
Mhm.
Yes, he wanted me gone because he knew I was going to tell his parents.
Yes.
He never
Yes.
loved me. He never loved me. He just used me.
So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll be waking up in that box. This time you're going to experience everything. 1, 2, and 3.
I know exactly who put me in this box. Shame
Yes.
on them. They will have to pay for this. My parents. Oh, gosh.
Yes, continue.
The bugs are just, they're going in my throat, and they're going in my mouth. And
Yes. Yes.
and they're starting to burrow into my skin.
Yes. Notice where they're burrowing.
They're my legs and my calves. They're burrowing into my calves and in my feet. And it's excruciating. And I think
Yes.
I think I pass out from the pain.
Yes.
And then being they get in my throat, and they start to, and I'm welcoming them. I hope they choke me, because I can't lay here I don't want it to, I can't do this much longer,
Yes.
because
And
it's
as
going
they
to be,
get in,
yeah.
notice as they're getting into your throat, what's happening with your throat.
Oh, it's closing, and it's tight, and it's tight. And then I can feel them scratching on the inside of my throat,
Yes.
and then I just can't breathe. But it's, I don't know how to say it, but it's almost welcoming, if that makes sense. It's welcoming, because I know there's no way out. There's no way out for me. And I just, I don't have a choice. It's like, there's no room for them. So it's super tight, and I can feel them like on the bone, and it's just excruciating, and they're burrowing, and it's enough to drive anyone crazy. And
Yes. And notice where your soul is as this is happening.
I think it was there for too long. I think I tried to keep it there too long, but now I see it above. And I see it above the box.
Yes.
I'm floating above the ground. They buried me in the desert.
And as your soul is above the box, notice what's happening with the body.
She stops breathing.
Mm-hmm.
She just stops, and because it's in her throat, and she peacefully just,
What is
she
the
finally
last? What's the last thought that comes out of that brain?
I'll get him.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I was so stupid to think he loved me.
Yes. Yeah, so I want you to notice what's been the most traumatic part Now knowing the truth.
being fooled, being
Mhm.
dumb, so stupid.
And when you're being fooled, notice your physical reactions.
Just shame and embarrassment.
Mm-hmm.
Even though no one else knows, it's just embarrassing. And they think I'm just that I'm they think I'm a nobody, and they think they can just get away with these things, like my life doesn't matter. And it was okay to play me for a fool.
Yes.
That's not okay. It's just deep down, it's just pain because I wanted to be loved and I loved him.
So I want you to go ahead and talk to this girl.
You are just as worthy as anyone else of loved, and they did not. It's not okay to do this to anybody. They should have never done that to you, but you can't do this. If you keep thinking this way, then you're doing to yourself what they did to you, just over and over to yourself. And you need to stop this chain of events, because it's just going to keep going on until you learn. You need to stop this. You need to love yourself. You're worth it.
Very good. So just close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And now I want you to go ahead, repair that body. Flush out all of those little bugs.
Yes.
You could do it with your hands. You can cough them out.
Yeah. I have like
whatever it takes.
I see a hose and I'm just taking from the top of my body to the bottom, and I'm
yes. And just go ahead and just take them out of your throat, flush them out and get them out. That's it. And now you're going to talk to those that hurt you, that conspired against you. What do you say to these two?
I say you two deserve each other. That hate in your heart. You think, you did win in this. You did win for a minute. You think you won, but you know what you showed me is that I won, because I learned now that I won't, even if I get played by someone else, you know what, I'll learn from it and be a better person, because I don't want fake love, and that's all that it is. You're greedy and gross, and I deserve a person who really loves me. And when I love myself, I'll be able to detect that in the future, because I will know the fakeness, because I'll love myself, and I'll be able to see through that. So it's just genuine, and you two deserve each other. And how dare you do that to me just to serve your own selfish needs?
Yes, and demand that they give you back all of
I
the
want
energy.
I want my energy. I want everything back. I want my innocence.
My
I
power.
want my power, my beauty. I want all of it back, because you stole it.
Give it to me now.
Give it to me now.
Open your arms and receive it. And as you take back that energy, notice where it's going.
Into my heart and in my stomach.
Yes.
My lungs.
Yes.
My diaphragm, my throat, just everywhere here. Buzzing.
Very good. And as you're buzzing with your power once again, just do a scan on that body and make sure that there's nothing left.
I see something in my right knee.
Notice what that is.
It's like a black shadow.
Yes. Talk to that black shadow. Where did it come from?
Feels like an old woman. Feels like an old woman.
Yes.
And she's hunched over and gray, and
And notice which
I don't know what she's
lifetime
doing
she's
there.
in.
I don't know. She's been there a long time.
All right. right, we'll talk to her in a minute. I want you to go ahead and look at the eyes of those two that hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize their eyes?
The ones who put me in the box?
Yes.
Yes.
So now I want you to go ahead and take that soul from that lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Retrieve all of your energy now that you have all of your energy and take it into the light and just breathe in that light. Just breathe it in. And now from that perspective, you can understand that lifetime and the purpose of living that life. What was the purpose of going through that experience?
I needed to I needed to learn self-love and strength.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't give up. I did fight, and
Yes.
and I needed to learn that even if somebody does me wrong, it's not a reflection of my character.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So now that you're in the light, you could see the purpose of coming into the life as Aaron with these same people.
Mm-hmm.
What is
Yes.
the reason why you need to relive this life again?
Even when I'm fooled, it's really not being fooled because I loved with all my heart. And it's an honest thing. I did the right thing even when I was wronged, even though I could have resorted to childish and revenge, and I didn't. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't do that. And I think I needed to prove that to myself that even in the face of being wronged, that not to do that to someone else.
Yes. So in this life that you're living in the present moment,
Yeah.
why did you bring those bugs back with you?
Mm.
What was the purpose of having them in your face, in your head?
Mm-hmm. I can't figure it out.
Let's talk to them. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, I want to speak to the head of the bugs, the ones that are creating all of the swelling, all of the itching. 1, 2, and 3. Bug, why are you there?
Because this is where I live.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been living there?
Oh, hundreds of years,
Mm-hmm.
thousands of years.
Yes. Have you been living with this soul?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yes.
we
For
like
what
her.
purpose?
This is our home.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we live.
And what do you do for her, for the body?
Well, we stand our ground and we're keeping guard. We're holding guard. We're like an army. We just march all over and guard the body.
Mm-hmm. Did she request that this body be guarded?
No, no, but she's too weak. We have to step
Mm-hmm.
in and protect her.
Says who?
Well, I'm not sure. We just, I was told to come here by somebody. I think we
Mm-hmm.
were I'm not sure how that all went. I
All
just remember
right.
being here.
So let's take you back to see who it is that sent you there. I'm going to count to 3. When you get to number 3, you will see who sent you there. 1, 2, and 3.
It's a witch.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What
It's a
does the
witch.
witch want with this
She's,
soul?
she just, this witch, she just wants me to stand guard
Mm-hmm. For
because
what
she's weak,
purpose?
because she's weak.
Mm-hmm.
But I think really she wants to ruin her, but she tells us that we're standing guard to fool us. That's what it is.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
So why do
yes.
you take orders from the witch?
I guess never known different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why.
Do you know that you have free will?
I guess I never thought about that. I just do what I'm told. I'm a soldier.
Okay. You're a soldier. So do you take orders just from the witch or from anybody?
No, I guess I've never gotten orders from anyone else, but I know that I have my troops and we just stand guard because that's what I was told to do.
And if you were not to be standing guard and being there with this soul named Aaron at this
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
where would you be doing?
I'm not sure. Maybe I could. I don't know. I've never thought about that before.
Let me know what this army is like.
Well, we
What
have
do you?
we patrol and we have guard and
Yes,
we march and we just don't let anything in. We're just very good
yes,
at holding like a boundary. No one
yes.
gets into my guard. No one gets through our
So
army.
what is it that you're doing to Aaron?
Well, I think us marching all around, I'm sure we're not making her any stronger. I suppose we're prohibiting, you know,
Yes.
natural flow of things, I suppose.
Yeah, so notice how you're affecting her
Well,
skin.
the blood flow, because we disrupt the blood flow, so the blood can't get to where it needs to go to, you know,
Yes.
where it's supposed to be going.
Very good. Very good. All right, let me speak with Aaron. Switch. Aaron, is this something that you want in your body?
No, I do not at all want
All
this.
right.
No.
All right. So let me speak now with the bugs. Switch. Bugs,
Yes,
you are now dismissed.
I
And I'd
see
like
that
for
my
you,
orders have gone.
yes. And I'd like for you now to call together those troops and begin to
Hmm.
leave from the top of her head.
Yes, we are
And
marching out.
very good.
We have gotten orders and we are on our way out.
Very good. And tell me when you're all gone.
We're going through the feet and we're almost all out.
Very good. Very good. And now we're going to select a color that represents healing from
Mm,
all of those hyperactivities that were going on for so long.
yes, aqua.
Aqua, very good. And I'm going to sound the tuning fork for the blood so that we can go ahead and cleanse
Hmm.
the blood with all of this aqua.
Feels calm.
We'll do it again. Allow the blood to flow. And as the blood flows, feel all of the toxins being taken into the lungs. And as the lungs take all of those toxins, you can breathe it out.
There's so much room.
Just exhale all of the toxins right out of your breath. Very good.
Oh, it feels good. I feel like I feel like I can relax now.
Yes. So in this relaxed state now, do a scan of your body.
Yeah.
And let's see if there's anything there that shouldn't be there.
I think that old woman left because she was, yeah, she was part of that. That was the witch. She's gone too. She's gone.
Very good. So now I'd like for you to go ahead and see when all of this weight began.
Yes.
I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll go to the origin of all of this. 1, 2, and 3. Where does this all begin?
I'm in the forest.
Yes. What's happening?
Running from something.
Yes, continue.
I think I've stolen something. I think I'm running. I think I stole some food.
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna get me.
Yes.
Yeah, they get me.
Who has gotten you?
They look like knights or guards or something. I stole some food, I think, from the marketplace. I stole, it looks like,
Yes.
and they caught me.
Yes. What do they do when they catch you
They
now?
put me in the dungeon. Put
Yes.
me in a dungeon. I was just hungry. I was just hungry.
Yes. Yes. Continue. What happens next?
I just, you know, there isn't much hope for me. I'm in this dungeon. They're never going to let me out. I don't have any family and I'd have no money. And, I'm just going to die down here. I just, it's hard for
Is
me to
this,
believe that this all happens just because I'm hungry.
is this a male or female
I'm
body?
a man. I'm a man.
And how
Yes.
old is this body?
Oh, I would say maybe close to 30, 30. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So what happens next?
I just, I just watch. I think I might have some powers that maybe I've never, I feel like I feel like maybe I've got something dormant, but I don't think I'll be able to attain those because there's just no hope and there's no one to help me. So I
Yes.
think I pretty much just give up. I feel like I just give up on myself because I know there's no way out. Yeah. I feel like
Yeah,
I've
so
never had food. I don't think I've ever had food in my life. I think, I mean, besides the scraps that I get, I think I've always been hungry.
yes. And when you're always feeling hungry,
Yes.
notice your physical reactions.
I think I get
What?
anxious. I think I get anxious and I create stress in my body because I'm so anxious and because I'm always so hungry. And I'm always having to worry about getting food and I hate it. I can never relax and just be at peace. I'm always worrying. I'm tired of worrying. I don't think I'm very nice. I think I push everybody away.
Yes. So
Again, to
notice
this
all.
burden. I'm a burden because I can't fend for myself.
Yes,
So I
very good.
push everyone away. She does the same thing.
Yes.
She just doesn't, she's afraid to be hurt. And so, she eats and eats and now, boy, that's a perfect barrier because she doesn't think anyone will want her if she's fat. So it's a good deterrent to keep people away from her. She's just doing this so that she doesn't have to deal with things, I think.
Very good. Very good. So listen, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And when I get to number 3, we'll go to the beginning of all of this before you were caught stealing. But this time, you're going to allow your body to experience everything with detail. 1, 2, and 3. How does this all begin?
Well, my parents never wanted me. I don't think I think I was a bastard. And then my mom, I think maybe she was imprisoned or died when I was a young boy. So I've just always been alone. Always been alone.
Yes.
Always on the streets. I've never had a home. Yeah.
Yes. What happens next?
I think my dad is someone important,
Yes.
but I don't know him and I've never met him. And it's just a rumor anyway. So even if he were to be someone was of importance, no one would believe me. And so, I've just always been on my own and I just kind of go day by day without any vision or, you know, I steal what I need and I just survive. That's it.
Very good. So now move ahead to the moment in which you are stealing.
Yes. I stole some bread. I thought I could get away with it. And I just starving. Like I'm so hungry and I don't have any energy and I just have to eat something so I can, you know, just make it through the day.
Yes, continue. What happens next?
Well, you know, they turn their back and I take it and I tried not to run at first because I thought I could maybe like look if I looked like I wasn't running, but someone else saw me and they pointed me out and of course they all know of me and they know that I do this. So there's really no, trying to get out of it. So I just run. And, it wasn't more than a minute for the guards. They just got me and they took me to the dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. I was really dumb of me because I didn't even plan it out, but I was just so hungry.
Yes. So now you're in the dungeon and you could
Yes.
smell around you.
Oh, it's feces and just terrible,
Mm-hmm.
dark and disgusting.
Yes. And what do they tell you?
They just call me names and
Mm-hmm.
tell me I'm filth and bastard. They must know me. This must be the town I reside they know me because they all call me a bastard.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes,
Yeah, I'm a
continue.
bastard.
What happens
I'm just
next?
not worth anything. They just, it's like they don't even want to waste the time and, like they just don't even care enough to like make fun of me anymore. They just pretend I'm not there after a while.
Yes.
I'm not worth anything. There's not one person on this earth that cares about me.
Mm-hmm. Say that again.
There's not one person on this earth that cares about me.
Mm-hmm. So
And I just
notice
wait
in
to
this,
die.
yeah. So notice as your body is beginning to deteriorate, feeling
Yeah.
the hunger pangs.
Yeah.
What?
I thought that once I was hoping to find after so long of being hungry, like, because even though I've been hungry in my life, this is the hungriest I've ever been. And I was
Yes.
hoping that there'd be a breaking point where I wouldn't feel that, but it's not true. It continues to get worse and worse and worse. And I can't bear it anymore, but I don't even have the strength or the gumption to kill myself. So I just waste here away and just
Mm-hmm.
waste.
Mm-hmm. And as your body begins to release,
Yeah.
what is the last thing that you think about before that body dies?
Um, I never will be hungry again.
Say that again.
I never will be hungry again.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Where's your soul when this is happening?
I'm right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I go. I think I stay there. I think I just
Mm-hmm.
stay there. I
Yes.
think I stay there.
So I want you to notice in that life, if that is the same life, has the same soul that you have now or somebody else's.
I think it's the same.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yes.
So notice now all of this that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to talk to all of those people that starved you, that didn't give you love, that didn't say anything to you, didn't give you the time of day. What do you say to all of those people?
I'm somebody too, and I have feelings too. And you
Yes.
shouldn't just treat people like they don't matter because everybody matters. That's God's
Mm-hmm.
children. We all matter.
Yes. Yes. And I demand you to give me that energy that you took from me, all
I
of you, the whole town.
demand, yes, this whole town. I demand the energy back that you stole
Mm-hmm.
from me because I am somebody.
Yes. Take it back now. Yes. And now that you have that energy, I want you to see that body that's lying there, that soul that is so despondent. And I want you to go ahead and begin to fill that stomach. What would you like to fill that stomach with to make him finally
Mm.
feel full?
fill it with confidence and self-love and worth and
Yes.
joy and peace.
Yes, very good. So I'm going to strike a tuning fork for the stomach to remind the stomach of what it feels like when it's healthy, when it's full of confidence, when it's full of all of those things. Fill that stomach up. And notice what happens to the body in that dungeon as it begins to feel all of that.
Yeah, it starts to vibrate and lift up. It's glowing. It's glowing.
Yes, yes. And now you could take that soul out of that dungeon.
Yeah.
And take it into the light.
Mm.
And now that you're in the light, you could look at those eyes of those that were in that lifetime. Do you recognize any of those eyes?
I don't think so.
Now you made a vow, and that vow is affecting every lifetime that you are living.
Yes.
That vow, I will never be hungry again.
Yes.
Are you ready to break that vow now?
Yes.
Very good. So repeat after me. I, Aaron,
I, Aaron,
from the power of my own free will,
from the power of my own free will,
break and annul
break and annul
the vow and the promise that I made
the vow and the promise that I made
in that lifetime or any other lifetime
in that lifetime or any other lifetime
to never be hungry again.
to never be hungry again.
So be it.
So be it.
Very good. And I want you now to talk to that soul. What does that soul need?
Even though they treated you terribly, that was just part of what you needed to learn, because you need to learn to love yourself no matter what anyone doesn't do. You have to love yourself, and you are worth it, and God loves you.
Very good. So take that soul into the light and begin to breathe in that light, knowing that with the death of that body now, that experience is over. With the break of that promise and vow, you can now begin to eat healthy again.
Yes.
Feeling fulfilled, knowing that you no longer will be starving, that you no longer will be in lack, that lifetime doesn't belong to this one. And I'm going to strike a tuning fork for the fat cells to remind the fat cells that they are enough, that they have enough, that they won't be starving any longer. That belongs in that lifetime, it will stay in that life. The fat cells are safe. They will have enough. And notice what's happening to this body.
It's just vibrating. It's just wonderful.
Very good.
Yeah, it's starting to be lighter. It's lighter and lighter.
So now I'd like for you to see before you 2 full-length mirrors. The one on the left is the Aaron that came into this room today, ready to work. And I want you to see all of the things that have been happening, all of the overeating, all of the feeling that you need to get back at those that are harming you.
Yeah.
And notice how this Aaron now begins to age with all of this burden, always looking out for other people before yourself. Notice what that does to this body 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Being a burden, not being loved, not feeling loved, not wanting anyone to notice you. Notice how big this body has become.
It's huge.
15 years now. Notice what's happening. See your hair, your skin. And now I'd like for you to see the mirror on the right. This is the mirror of the reflection in which you can see yourself as being happy, being fulfilled, knowing that you are enough, that you can love yourself and see in the mirror the beauty that you have, to see the abilities that you are now working with, all of those things that you have been telling other people, you are now doing yourself. All of the motivation. And you could see the reflection in the mirror now, 5 years from now. See how you stand up tall, how you smile, the beautiful hair, beautiful skin, your body feels fit and strong.
I feel like I could conquer the world.
Yes, 10 years now into the future. You could see this now with wisdom, how you were doing things that you never thought you'd ever do before.
And I'm beautiful inside and out.
Yes.
And I've never had that before.
Yes, and you have boundaries and people no longer bother you. Yes. And now 15 years, you've made it.
Mm-hmm.
You can conquer the world, and you could see how those in your life look up to you.
It seems so easy now.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But you have something that's stopping you, and that's the mirror on the left.
Yeah.
Are you ready to shatter
Yes,
that mirror?
I am. I have I have a sledgehammer.
Go ahead
and I am
ready.
Shatter that. And I shattered it, and it's like so many tiny pieces.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Gone. Pulverize it and don't let any shards.
Yeah, I'm gonna grind it up too.
Very good.
I'm gonna grind it.
And when you're ready, I want you to go ahead and I want you to step into that mirror now and turn around and look at the world with these new eyes.
Yeah, it's just brighter, and I feel
feeling
like
every cell in your body being able to just breathe.
I feel like I have the control over my cells.
Yes. Feeling your hair growing with health.
Yeah.
Feeling your thyroid very healthy. Feeling your cells very happy.
I feel calm, no chaos.
Yes. And now you can fill in that mirror with all of the things that you love so much.
Yeah.
All of the things you've been avoiding. And now as you stay in that mirror, is there anything else that your soul needs to heal, or do you feel that you're complete for today?
I feel like complete.
Very good. So with that, I'd like for you to select a color that represents healing, mind, body, and spirit.
Gold.
Beautiful. I'm going to sound a tuning fork, and this tuning fork is for your crystalline body. And it's going to begin to vibrate, and I want you to bring that in through the top of your head. Bringing in that golden light into your face and into your throat. Feeling that heart chakra, that throat chakra, the crown chakra just moving and expanding. Down into your shoulders now. Sending it down into your internal organs, every one of your organs being harmonized with the crystalline sound. Down into your legs, your feet, Your arms and hands vibrating with this beautiful crystalline sound into your skin, feeling your skin healing and expand the golden light out beyond the boundaries of your skin and wrap yourself in a golden blanket. 4 and 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Hello.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No, no, that Egypt,
That
that
was
was
it.
intense.
Yeah.
And those bugs. Oh my God, the army.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah, it was just it did it's like it wasn't coming and then all of a sudden it just came rushing in. I could see everything like colors and it was yeah, very visual. Very visual.
And you notice you had quite a few vows that you made.
Oh boy. Hmm. I did. Wow. That gold at the end, I could see sparkles just
That's
buzzing.
great.
Yes. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So, wow,
Yes.
Erin, a lot. That was a lot.
How long was it?
2 right now.
Oh, whoa. I thought it was like 45 minutes. Whoa. Wow.
And you see, we lost connection twice, and
No
hopefully the
problem.
recording is here. So
No problem. It went fine.
it was fine, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
perfect. I
it
never
was good.
lost even, yeah, I didn't even lose a beat.
Yeah.
Not at all. Nope.
Yeah. Which you could see that, hypnosis is not sleep. So even we were disconnected because of the internet and
Yeah.
yeah.
It went so smooth. It just did. And I think like every single one of my issues was addressed, like every one of them.
Well, you cut your own throat,
Yeah, that's right.
the thyroid,
Yes. I didn't even think of that.
the little bugs in the head,
Yeah.
the skin, the scarabs,
That's crazy.
right?
I mean, I think as I'm thinking about it, I think it pretty much like it corresponds with every single thing I'm dealing with. So it's crazy.
And then at the end, the starvation. You made that
Yes.
vow, I will never
Mhm,
go hungry again, and your
mhm.
stomach just kept saying, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me.
Yes.
So when things started falling apart for you,
Yep.
your life,
That's how
as
I
you
filled. Hmm.
that's how you filled yourself because
Yep.
it's like, okay, I'm not gonna starve. When
Right.
all of this started happening to you, all of the
I,
crazy
yeah. And then it's like, well, I'll
in
tell you one
life,
thing. I won't be hungry.
right?
Hmm.
Right? So that's what you
Yeah.
were doing is you were trying to survive
Yep.
this dark night of
Oh,
the soul,
wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. I just got goosebumps. Wow.
right? Because
Wow.
that's what you said. I went through a dark night
Yes.
of the soul,
Yes.
and so you were like, uh-oh, let me start getting ready for this.
Oh, trying to protect myself. And then the bugs were trying to, oh,
Yeah. Plus, you had the bugs. You had two
hmm,
types of bugs. You had the bugs that were sent to you as kind of like a curse,
yes.
and you had the bugs in the coffin, in the
Yeah.
being eaten alive.
Oh,
So makes sense.
yeah. Double makes sense. Wow. This was
In-
fantastic, Alba.
Incredible. Do you want to share any of this? What do you
I'm
think? Do you feel uncomfortable sharing it?
trying to think. You
I'm not.
know,
You don't have to. I would take a
no.
lot out. I would take a lot out because I don't share my techniques and how
Hmm.
they're affecting you now. But
You,
the lifetimes are pretty interesting. You're
they
very
are.
detailed.
Hmm. I think if it can help people, I'm not ashamed. I don't have anything to hide. Everybody knows me. I am who I am, you know? And so if I'm able to help anyone else,
Yeah.
I think I'd be happy to do that.
Okay. All right. But I think the past lives are really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to think what was the first one again.
The first one, you were in a river, weren't you? It started off in a river
Oh
and you
yeah,
were
that was like my current
crashing
self.
around.
That's right.
Your current
Okay.
self
Oh,
was,
and then the woman that was supposed to be married. That's right.
yes, but the first one was almost like a metaphor.
I agree. Yes, it was like my current self struggling.
Yeah.
But then it was
That was,
the
yeah. That
the
you felt
woman
the
that
knives and stuff.
yes.
That's what you're feeling here. And again, it's like you're trying to
Mhm.
pacify all of the knives in your stomach, you know?
Yeah, and it's weird how I started with knives and then I ended up slitting my throat.
Yes.
But in the river I said it was sharp. That was crazy. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Amazing.
So as you can see, this was a pretty intense session. And if you'd like a session with me, just go to my website, albaweinman.com, sign up for my newsletter. It comes out once a month. It has a link to a calendar for my next month's sessions. And you've got to be pretty quick because the sessions are limited. And I'm doing less of my online sessions now. I'm having a bit of a technical difficulty, so I'm doing more of them in person. So thank you very much for watching. Until the next one. Much love. Bye.